All right, how you doing? Today we're going to talk about Whisper. I'm going to use this really quick intro to let you know what I'm talking about. Whisper's this girl right here. She's like the little helper for these two individuals trying to leave the Sorcerer's Lair and is being tormented and whatnot by the Sorcerer. So anyway, the Whisper is basically their helper. And I'm going to go through there's a lot of things that Whisper does, but I'm going to go through the things that she randomly gives you, which is points bonuses for hitting the bumpers and spinners. I'm going to show you what that all looks like, an extra ball, things like that. But I wanted to make sure you understand there's two ways to get Whisper random rewards. Number one is to just, when she's lit up right there, hit it into her socket. And if you do so, boom, you get a Whisper reward, whatever it is. The other way is if you keep hitting into the socket, it's going to tell you up here in the dot matrix, it's going to tell you, hey, you need to hit it in there a few more times, X amount of more times, to actually get Whisper to appear. So I'll show you that as well. So let's get to it. It's a pretty simple video. Just want to make sure you can see everything. Let me say off the bat, the one thing I'm not going to review in this is the stairway is collapsing tutorial. Yes, that is something that gets activated with Whisper, but it's actually more of a special combo because there's a lot of pre-work you need to get it. Whisper's not going to randomly just say, hey, the stairway's collapsing. You actually have to do some pre-work for that, which I'm going to put in the special combo section of this YouTube playlist. So I'm just clarifying that, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to see right here, you're going to see what it looks like when the dot matrix is saying, hey, you only need to hit it to Whisper X amount more times to get Whisper to activate. So here I am, I'm hitting around the pinball machine. And there you see I just hit into Whisper's socket. It said one more shot to activate Whisper, and Whisper's blinking at you, meaning that there's something there waiting for you. And that just means Whisper will activate. Now, all that means is whether Whisper is there or not there, if you hit into that socket, she will activate, just like you just saw. So she's there. She gives me some sort of reward. In this case, it was crazy bumpers, which I'll review later. But I just want to make sure you saw what that looked like so that you can see what to expect when you're out there playing the game. So now let's go over what it looks like when you get 100,000 rewards. I'm hitting the ball around the machine, looking for Whisper. She's obviously ready there waiting for me. She's blinking. I hit it right into her socket. Whisper's here, 100,000 points. Get that into my score. Absolutely fantastic. That is what the 100,000 looks like. Now we'll move on to the 200,000. Same thing, hitting around the machine, looking for Whisper.
There you
Boom.
are, Whisper.
And boom, there it is, 200,000 points. Feels fantastic. Guess what's coming next? You got the 300,000 point bonus. Hitting around, trying to find Whisper. She's blinking at me, saying, yep, I'm ready to go in. Whisper is here. She says 300,000 points added to my score. Fantastic. So those are the most basic ones. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into another one. I can't remember. This one, Whisper is here. This is the hold bonus. And if you don't know what hold bonus is, essentially it means that even if you get a ball drop, those multipliers that you see at the bottom will remain for your next ball. Really, really nice to have. Okay, so the next one is also simple. I think this is the extra ball one. Let's see, Whisper's here. This one is the extra ball. In the top left corner, you see it's lit, ready for me to hit it onto the extra ball ramp. So you guessed it. Now let's go ahead and get that extra ball by whacking it up the Citadel ramp and hitting that extra ball. And kaboom, I now have my beautiful extra ball, which I definitely would like to have. Next up, again, this is a simple one.
Whisper is here.
It is the passage is active. Basically, Whisper activated one of the kickbacks. That's all that was. So that prevents ball drops. This one is the Obsidian Stone reward, right? Once you get into Whisper, she can also give you an Obsidian Stone, which you always want to have. We're ready for you, so Whisper is here. Give me that Obsidian. Booyah. My multiplier on Midnight Madness is just going to be that much better.
A secret passageway.
And this next one is the Crazy Bumpers. This one might be a little confusing, I guess, but I want to make sure I show you what Crazy Bumpers essentially is. Let me get into Whisper. She's going to give me some crazy bumpers, as you see at the top. And all that means is the bumpers, if you watch how much score I get on the left bumpers and whatnot, you'll see that they're going to be giving me much more rewards than normal. And I'll show you what the normal ones look like after this. But you see that? 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 each time I hit those bumpers. So you want to hit those bumpers when you get crazy bumpers because that's a lot of points. All right, so that's what that looks like. Now, let's go back to see what that looks like normally. So here I am. I'm going to hit it over to those bumpers right now, and you see that usually they only give 1,000 points. Did you catch that? when you ever hit those bumpers,
Where could
they're going to give
Whisper be?
1,000 points instead. So that's why crazy bumpers is nice to have. How about crazy spinners this time? Crazy spinners, very similar. Once you get the reward active, the spinners themselves are going to give you a lot more points. And the spinners are that little mini tower orbit up at the top and the one on the far right side. So I'll show you what they look like when you hit it with the bonus. So you saw I just hit one spinner on the top. That rewarded me 14.7 thousand points. That's a lot of points. So now let's look at it normally. Let's hit a spinner at the top. It only gave me 4,900. So it's giving you a significant amount more points when you actually hit it. So that's what Crazy Spinners is for. So now to finish up, let me show you one last review from the PDF that I used to help me through this game, which I'll link in the description as well. Here are the Whisper rewards that they say that they have. And I'm going to make sure I link this in the description. This says what I've already shown you, a kickback which I've shown you, extra ball hold bonus, yes, crazy bumpers, crazy spinners. They have a question mark against crazy combo. I've never seen that. If you see that, that's awesome. That probably just basically makes your combos much more valuable when you hit them. And then stairways collapsing. This is the one I'm not showing you because it's not a random reward. That's a special combo. So I just wanted to show you where that was, and I hope that helps you, and I really hope you enjoyed the game.